Welcome to Pokemon Villain Jam, the game where I get to play as one of the villains from the Pokemon series and finally see my dream come true. For example, if I chose Cyrus, the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Galactic boss, and I win this tournament, I'm going to be able to create my very own universe and beat the 10-year-old that usually wins with the help of the man who brought us all to this tournament. What you've been seeing is all the villains from their time and region disappearing. How has this happened? Where are they all going? Let's find out how this is possible. Before we jump straight into the video, I'd like to say thank you all so much. Everyone who hits that like button, pushing my video out to even more people. Don't forget to leave a comment on how I can improve these videos, as I reply to them all and I do take your input to make my videos even better for you. All the villains have been transported into this weird room, bickering amongst themselves, trying to figure out how and why they have all been brought here. So finally, we're going to meet the person behind the screen. Now, Jetsis decides to fight him. That's pretty typical, and I expected that from him. So the man on the screen claims to be an elite person who knows the future, and explains that they all lose to a 10-year-old. He will decide to help one person. The person he will help has to win a tournament. All of their Pokemon have been transported here, and this is a tournament of 8. He explains that he's made some items that we are free to buy that are unique and something he calls the Villain Jams. So who is it that we're going to decide to play? Let's see. So we've got the choice of all the villains. I don't know why Pierce is here, but I'm set on Jetsis. He is one of my favourite villains, and Gen 5 is my favourite gen of all time, so I think Jetsis is going to fit me perfectly. Now we get to decide what Pokemon we bring. I had no idea Jetsis had this many Pokemon, but I do have to pick Hydreigon, and that's going to be my partner. Alongside that, we're also going to get the Mega Ring. So I go straight away for Volcarona. Check out them stats and see if Volcarona is going to benefit me. Now, I do love Volcarona and I know it's very strong. I decided to get a Mega on my team. In that, I go for Aerodactyl. With the Aerodactyl, I think that's going to benefit me the most as a Mega. Little did I know there was a Tyranitar in here. Either way, let's go and pick Among Us. So Amoongus, or however you guys want to say it. He's one of my favourite beastly Pokemon from Gen 5. I do decide to pick Tyranitar up just as a backup, just in case we don't get to Mega Aerodactyl in one of the matches. So I decide to have a look at Scolipede, see if he's got the speed boost ability. If he did have the speed boost ability, believe me, I would have picked him. But I think Scrafty is going to benefit me more here. With that Moxie ability, that's going to be strong. I've picked my team of 6 and I can't change it now. So let's jump straight into seeing who we're going to fight. We're going to fight Archie. Here we're just going to pick up some of the items. Nothing too important here. It is time to finally start the tournament. So my first battle is up against Archie, and he just explains to me that water is very important and he wants to flood the earth basically. He is starting off with Sharpedo. Now that is a strong start, although he decides to go for Earthquake, which don't actually affect Hydreigon, as I've got the ability Levitate. So I'm gonna go into Amoongus, go for that Giga Drain, and little did I know he had Psychic Fangs, taking out Amoongus straight away. I go straight back into Hydreigon, eat that crunch up, and U-turn Sharpedo to death. Who am I going to go into now? I'm going to go into Scrafty, hoping that he had another dark type, and he did. He's going to bring out Mighty Anna. Am I scared of Mighty Anna? No, I'm going to bulk up twice on this guy. I do have the ability Moxie, so in all fairness, the second I kill this, I'm going to be able to heal up with Drain Punch and use my ability Moxie, gaining some damage. He's going to send out Crobat. I do decide to keep Scrafty out. I know he's weak to Crobat. Dual Chop, don't do too much. I then go in for a Drain Punch, heal up some health. He uses one of them healing items, a Villain Jam, and I decide to try and take Crobat out. I do manage to take the Crobat out with Scrafty. Am I going to be able to do much more? We'll see. Wolverine comes out and takes Scrafty out. Scrafty is no longer able to be used, unfortunately. He did do a lot though. He did a lot for me. So Wolverine comes out and surfs me. Dark Pulse gets 0 flinches. I have 0 luck on my side. Now Gorebeast is going to come out. I didn't expect Archie to have a Gorebeast. I think it was one of the weaker Pokemon he probably could have picked. So alternatively, I'm going to go into Tyranitar. I do decide to Mega here and take out Gorebeast, getting some flinches. So my luck has returned. Gorebeast is down. He decides to send out Muck, and I'm going to Earthquake Muck to death. Meaning that I have beat Archie, and I'm going to be proceeding onto the next battle in this tournament. And we're going to be up against Lysandra after. So I don't decide to train up my team. I do explore the rooms and there's actually nothing in them. So let's move on to the next round. I'm not going to train up. I'm going to go straight in because I'm Genesis and I have no problem beating anyone. So I'm starting off with Hydreigon. Again, Pyro is starting to use Solar Beam. I do decide to stay in here as I wasn't too threatened by Solar Beam. It literally done like 40 damage to me, so nothing, no damage at all. I decide to take out Pyro with my Draco Meteor and then switch out as I know my special attack has just dropped. Let's go into Aerodactyl. He didn't get too much playtime last time and he sent out Mineshaw, which is a Gen 5 Pokemon and surprisingly strong, going for high jump kick. So on my behalf, I decide to send out Amoonguss, being the tank that he is, being able to take a high jump kick and go in for Sludge Bomb. Mineshaw also missed high jump kick, allowing me to do some more damage. I was being cheeky and went in for the Giga Drain. Does that benefit me here? No, because he sends in Haunch Crow after using U-turn. I'm going to go into Tyranitar, big T to save my backside here. So I'm going to have a look at my team. I decided to Mega Tyranitar and take out Haunch Crow with ease. Stone Edge for the win, guys. Meanwhile, I've got that Sandstorm brewing and that's going to benefit me in the long run. So he's going to send out Mineshaw once again. Stupidly, I send out Hydreigon and get killed by another U-turn. Talonflame comes out, so we all know who I'm sending out. I'm sending out Big T. Big T is going to be able to take out Talonflame with complete ease. No issues there. Tyranitar is broken. Mineshaw comes back out and I decide Amoonguss is definitely the best way to go. High jump kick does do a lot of damage, but I eat that for breakfast. Chandeler's going to come out, so Tyranitar's going to be coming out on my side and I'm going to demolish that thing with an Earthquake. Funny enough, he does use a lot of Gen 5 mons. We all know Gen 5 is superior. Full stop, it's the best gen. So I'm going to stay in with Tyranitar as he sent out Gyarados, which I do think is a mistake because he's probably going to Mega that and I didn't take that into consideration. So I go in for a Dark Pulse doing nothing and Tyranitar is going to go down to an Earthquake. Who am I going to send in against his Mega Gyarados? Can I even beat this Mega Gyarados? If I lose, I'm out the tournament. I'm going to send in a Amoonguss, go for that Giga Drain, and get killed by Gyarados. Now I'm scared. Volcarona will just get Waterfall to death, and Scrafty is my last hope. I'm going to go in for Drain Punch, knowing it's a Dark type, and I'm able to clutch up. Scrafty has been the MVP. Taking out Archie and now taking out Lysandra. Let's see who else made it through, and Cyrus has. So the guy behind the screen decides to say it is getting a little bit boring. Here are some legendary balls, and they have a higher catch rate than ultra balls against a legendary. Now they're just a Pokeball turned upside down, which really does irritate me. So I go and try to take on Zekrom. In my first run, I weaken him really quickly and start spamming these legendary balls. Do I have any luck? None at all. Zekrom then proceeds to sweep through my entire team while I spam legendary balls. So while you guys watch that, I just want to say thank you guys, whoever's made it this far in the video. I really do appreciate you watching this far into any of my videos so much. If you guys can hit that like button, I know it takes 2 seconds out of your day, but please do that for me. Push my video out to more people. Don't forget to leave a comment down below on how I can improve these videos, because that's all I want to do. I want to become the best PokeTuber that you've ever seen. If you guys are hearing this and made it to this part in the video, comment down below Volcarona is the best. If you can comment down below Volcarona is the best, alongside how I can improve these videos, I'll know that you made it to this part. So we're going to send out Tyranitar, see if that benefits us while we're spamming these legendary balls that don't seem to be very legendary. Zekrom keeps on breaking out of them. Maybe Zekrom is just broken and can't be caught by these legendary balls. Takes out Tyranitar, which is unfortunate. Sandstorm starts to weaken him. Scrafty is my last Pokemon. If I lose here, am I out the tournament? We shall see. So Zekrom killed itself with confusion. Fortunately / unfortunately. So this cannot happen and I need to try again. So we have to rebattle Zekrom. We do have our full team again. Let's try and weaken it and see if we can capture him with a legendary ball. We need a legendary on our team to even compete, because Cyrus could have Giratina, Palkia, or Dialga. Now those 3 Pokemon are broken. They are incredibly broken and probably the strongest legendaries of them all. So Zekrom starts sweeping through my entire team. I'm going to decide to go for a legendary ball at half health. Hopefully we can capture him 1 roll, 2 roll, 3 rolls, and Zekrom has been cool. So we need to replace someone on our team. Who's not benefited me that much? I do decide to go for Volcarona. Volcarona didn't really do much in any of the fights that I've had so far, unfortunately. And poof, we are back to the main stadium. So here I go and buy some more healing items. I'm going to spend all my money because I know I'm coming up to the finale. So I'm also going to be training my Pokemon. They just have Ordino level 55 that you have to fight 3 times. It actually kills itself. Well, the first 2 kill itself and the third one chooses not to kill itself. I have no idea why that's happened. But I am really enjoying this game, seeing it from a villain's perspective and being transported to a random tournament. So we decide to continue leveling up. I don't want to be too over leveled, as I do want to keep it as a challenge for me. So I decide to stop after this and move on to the next player. So we all know Cyrus is going to be my next challenge. Cyrus could be the strongest and the best of them all. Well, I mean, he made it to the finale of the tournament, so clearly he's strong. Starting off with Honchkrow. I noticed that a lot of villains have Honchkrow, so I'm going to go for a flamethrower, realizing that's not doing that much, and Draco Meteor to clean up. Honchkrow has fainted. So what are we going to do next? It's a hard decision here, but I think I'm going to go into Tyranitar, as Tyranitar is going to be my strongest option against Weavile, in my opinion. I've got Fire Punch on there, so let's see what we do. I'm going to Mega and go straight in for Fire Punch. I mean, I can only Mega 1 Pokemon. Aerodactyl has been kind of useless to me also, so let's take Weavile out. Cyrus is going to heal up like the wussy he is. And I'm going to take Weavile out with an Earthquake. So Cyrus is then going to send out Dialga. Big boy Dialga. I decide to stay in with Tyranitar. Does that benefit me? A little. He does paralyze me and I get him down with Earthquake, but not enough to kill him. I then decide to send out... Well, I'm going to have a look at Zekrom first, see if it's worth sending him out. He is also a dragon type and I know I could die very quickly. I'm going to send out Hydreigon instead. So Dialga's going to go for Roar of Time and take Hydreigon out very easily. I then know he's going to have to cool down and I send Zekrom out to take him out with Outrage. Now Zekrom is locked into Outrage. Am I worried about that? Hell no. Crobat comes out and I weaken it so much with Outrage. I decide I'm not going to switch there as I don't really need to. I'm not threatened by Crobat. And I take it out with Bolt Strike. So he's then going to send out Gyarados and I know Mega Gyarados is coming out here. So what do? I send out Aerodactyl because I'm in fear. Complete fear that this Gyarados is going to take out my whole team with Mega Evolution. So I was correct, he is going to Mega Evolve. I go in for Stone Edge and get one shot. Aerodactyl is down. I think, who do I go into? Scrafty won Gyarados last time, so yes. This Gyarados has Dragon Danced 3 times already and could take me out in a heartbeat, but decides to use Crunch and not Waterfall, allowing Scrafty to clutch up one more time and beat the Gyarados. I love Scrafty and it is definitely one of the best Pokemon in Gen 5. Nosepass comes out, no fear from me, Drain Punch all the way to kill this Probopass. Not Nosepass, my bad. I just call him Rudolph anyway. So we finally have won the tournament. What happens now? We shall see. So it's Faber from the Aether. This villain is technically from Gen 7, which was so random to me. I mean, how did he organize all of this? Let's go and find out. So Faber does explain some things. He was the branch chief of the Alola region called the Aether Foundation and was also demoted, unfortunately, because he always had an alternative motive to the Aether Foundation. So he said that he found this bottle, rubbed it, and a genie came out. That genie then gave him the power to teleport everyone here and travel through these portals. So he basically found Hooper. Hooper, the legendary Pokemon that is broken when you look at what he can do. So, being Jetsis, this Pokemon Hooper, I'll win it for myself and I won't need you. So I decide to take on Faber and take Hooper for myself to achieve my destiny. So Faber's going to start off with Hypno. He is a bit higher level than me. Am I really scared? Not really. I've got Big Boy Zekrom, I've got Big Boy Hydreigon, and I'm set. I am set. If you guys do want to see me play the other villains, please don't forget to leave a comment down below on that also. So Hypno decides to heal up a few more times. I'm going to try and take it out with Dark Pulse after using a healable myself just to clutch up. So he wants to learn Dragon Rush. Nope, get rid of Dragon Rush. I'm not a fan of that move. And Raichu is going to come out. I instantly send out Tyranitar thinking, Raichu, I'm just going to Earthquake that. And then I realize it's the Alolan Raichu. So I go in for Dark Pulse, knowing it's Psychic type, but it's done a lot of damage to me. So I'm going to sacrifice Tyranitar here and take the L. Raichu has taken out my Tyranitar. My Mega Pokemon is gone. So I'm going to send out a Moongus. He's going to be able to clutch this up for me. He's definitely the strongest Pokemon like on my team as a tank. And he's done exactly just that. Eaten a Thunderbolt and taken Raichu out. Slowbro is about to come out. Slowbro, Psychic Water. I'm going to instantly send out Hydreigon. Shoot off them Dark Pulses. Hopefully get some flinches and take out Slowbro. So Dark Pulse hits and he flinched. I'm going to go in for another Dark Pulse obviously and get that kill. Hydreigon for the cleanup is broken. Hooper's going to come out. Do I switch? I'm not scared of Hooper at all. Going for a Dark Pulse, weaken it just about enough to U-turn Hooper to death. Bug is super effective against Psychic, meaning I'm pretty OP here. I'm going to send out my own legendary Zekrom because he sent out his, why not send out my beast of a legendary. Bruxfish is going to come out and I instantly Bolt Strike that and miss. I'm going to go in for another Bolt Strike and take Bruxfish out, which should have happened the first time. Unfortunately, Zekrom decided to miss. Do I want to learn Hyper Voice? No, I don't. Zekrom is already broken. I'm going to send Hydreigon out to clean up because he's going to send out Alakazam. Now, little did I know he's going to go in for a Mega Alakazam and I'm going to Dark Pulse it to death because Mega Alakazam is no threat to Hydreigon. So I have beaten Faber and stolen the bottle off of him, therefore being the master of Hooper. So no threat to me, I've now claimed Hooper and I'm going to go and achieve my destiny by taking all the Pokemon from everyone in Unova and going like that. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to leave a like down below and don't forget to leave a comment. Thank you guys for watching.